Armin Levack, ESPN Radio, 104.5 The Team. It is a great honor today to talk to a world champion, defensive tackle for the Ohio State Buckeyes. It is MIchael Bennett. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Now, first of all, congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How hard was it to sit through the penalties and the nonsense, knowing how good your team was all along, knowing that you could compete for the championship? How tough was that?
During the national championship?
No, the year before, where you guys weren't allowed to compete for the national championship.
Oh, well, the year before, we actually went to the Orange Bowl. And the year before that was when we couldn't compete.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
You're good. The year before that, though, I think who won that game that year? It was either Alabama or Florida State. And I don't know. I felt like we had a really good team, but that would have been a heck of a game to play. It wouldn't have been a gimme, you know?
Right. But still, it's so great to see this team, tough it out, stay through that stuff, and then go and just go on a run. I remember looking back at you guys when you were ranked, I don't know, it was 6th or 8th, and telling everybody on this show, watch out for Ohio State this year. They're going to creep up, and they're going to take this championship somehow.
Yeah, we went through a lot early on in the season. We went through a lot late in the season. But the thing that just held us all together was we never blamed each other. We never got mad at each other. It was always, what can we do to get better? And everyone had that mentality. It wasn't two leaders. It was the whole team. And that's how you got young guys contributing the way they did and old guys contributing the way they did.
Now, at what point did you guys know, all right, we have something right now, this is going to be the team that takes it down?
As a team, I think once we got to the Big Ten championship, in the locker room before the game, we knew we were ready. We knew that we had what other teams didn't have. The amount of energy that was there, the amount of just passion and love for each other. There was no way Wisconsin was going to win. And then just that kind of feeling that we had for that game, we knew that we could translate that for the next couple of games.
MIchael Bennett joining us from The Ohio State University, and very grateful to have him right here on ESPN Radio 104.5 The Team. Now you're getting ready to go into the draft, and I pulled up some of your draft stuff. Can I read you the bottom line on what one scout says about you?
Go for it.
All right. Bennett is a disciplined, intelligent player who is fit for teams looking for an upfield disruptor. He relies on his initial burst, hand usage, and technique to win at the point of attack. All great stuff. Then they go on and say that you might have trouble against true power guards in the NFL. What? All I'm seeing is what a great player you are. How is a power guard going to give you trouble?
I've got the negatives that go against me. There are a couple, but they like to say that I'm too small, and that I'm not strong enough or something like that. But we played against big offensive linemen. The Big Ten is full of just giants, so I know how to change up my game. If I'm going against speed offensive linemen who like finesse, then I'll just blow them up. If I'm going against those big offensive linemen, then I'll try to blow them up, see how that works. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just be quicker than them. And that's what happened all year was you have to find out who you're going against and what's the best way to beat them. So they can write whatever they want to write. It all comes down to, learning how to beat your opponent.
I scrolled down, Michael. I just want to let you know all the comments were fans of teams going, "Hey man, come to New England. Hey man, come to the Giants." So, who did you get a chance to meet with? What were the teams that interviewed you at the Combine?
I talked to every single team there, but the teams that I had formal interviews with were the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Lions.
None of the New York teams stepping up. Giants, Jets, Bills. They didn't have a one-on-one with you.
No, I don't think I have too many questions, or I don't think they have too many questions about me. I don't have any off-the-field issues. I don't have any, behavior problems, nothing like that. So I think they know the most about me. The biggest thing they can do is just watch the film and look at the stats I put up at Pro Day and, decide what they think.
Very, very good. MIchael Bennett from Ohio State University, The Ohio State University, on Armin and Levack, ESPN Radio 104.5 The Team. I ask every one of you guys, as you get ready to go to the draft, you're about to make a ton of cash. What is going to be your big buy, the purchase that you've got to have that you wouldn't necessarily do except for the fact you're about to walk into a nice sum of cash?
I don't know. I'm not a big spender. I already bought an Xbox, so that was my big purchase. I'm not about to go buy a house or a car. or a helicopter, which would be awesome. So I'll probably, put some in the bank and then go on some trips and stuff like that. Just buy whatever I feel like buying at the moment.
Seem like a very level-headed guy.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm just thinking about me. Like, if I was about to sign a check for, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, I would probably, I'd at least be going and buying one of those helicopters in the mall.
My mentality is I'd rather spend money on experiences than materials. So if I can go on trips with my friends or take my girlfriend somewhere or be able to send my family to Hawaii or something, I feel like that's so much more, lasting and enjoyable than buying a car or something like that.
Michael, you of course, you're one of the powers in the Big Ten, and there wasn't a lot of powers in the Big Ten. The big story for the offseason that Jim Harbaugh's being hired for your rival, Michigan. How much would you prefer Michigan had been a power while you were there so the rivalry could have been as strong as it was in the past?
I would have loved it. I mean, I've got no problem beating Michigan 3 out of 4 times. I just said their name, too. Beating that team up north 3 out of 4 times. But it would have been, especially beating a Coach Harbaugh team, because I have a lot of respect for the man, just what he's been able to do in the league and everything. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I love those teams that are hard battles. So that would have been a really fun game to end the regular season with every year.
All right. I know that you have to say you want to go to any team, but who's the short list of teams that, if they happen to reach up and grab you, that'd be a dream come true?
Oh, yeah. I get that question all the time. I'll just give you my preferences.
Okay.
I would prefer somewhere sunny, obviously. And I would prefer somewhere with low taxable income. That's about it. Everything else, I'd like to go as high as I can in the draft, and wherever I go, I'm going to work my tail off. But if I could choose, I'd probably say somewhere warm and somewhere with low state taxes.
Now, see, I'm rooting against you on both because I want you to come to New York, but that's strictly out of I want to watch you play.
Wait, which New York team?
Well, we are your home for the New York Jets, so you get to play with Todd Bowles, the former defensive coordinator for Arizona, now the head coach there. I think you'd be pretty good.
I was going to say, one of my guys, John Hankins, is on the D-line for the Giants, so that would be cool to, be reunited with him and play with him.
We do go down to Giants training camp. We could hang out and do a quick interview and go get something to eat after practice. I'm just saying.